Hey fam, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will be introducing a brand new series for March. So I am really excited about it. If you've watched some of my other videos, I think actually I covered this in what you can expect this year. I wanted to cover my latest certification, AWS Cloud Practitioner. I think you figured by now, if you are, a regular on my channel, that I'm all about doing certifications that boost your resume. And so yes, last year was a very good year for me. I managed to get qualified as an ACCA member. I got CISA qualified, and my most recent one, which I did in December, was AWS Cloud Practitioner. So I just wanted to share my journey, what you can expect, and this video specifically is going to cover why I did it and why I think you should do it too. So AWS Cloud Practitioner, I'm assuming if you're watching this video, it's because you're interested and you have an idea who AWS are, but just ensuring I'm covering all facets. AWS just stands for Amazon Web Services, so it's one of their products. Amazon is very big, at least you've encountered it hopefully from the element of e-commerce. But yeah, I decided to do it last year in December. It was a long time coming. Cloud has been a big area that I wanted to get my hands on, or at least understand it, given that I'm in tech consulting and it will emerge in my projects in one shape or form. So yeah, in fact, let me delve into it. So what is AWS Cloud Practitioner? I've covered who AWS are. So AWS Cloud Practitioner is the foundational. If you see me looking down, I have my phone just to make sure I don't miss any points. But it's a foundational level certification offered by AWS. And it's a good starting point for anyone who doesn't have any background in IT, any background in cloud, or it could be you do have a background in cloud, but it's more from other cloud providers. So like Azure or Google Cloud, IBM Cloud. So depending on your background, but from an AWS perspective, you probably don't have the fundamentals for it. This is basically the certification you should start with. And also, if you're interested in progressing through to the more technical role-based certifications, it's good to make a start with this one. So it does give you a basic understanding of AWS cloud concepts, so things like regions, availability zones, data centers. So it does give you an introduction to all those, key terminology that's used if you're talking to anyone who is dealing with cloud. So it just introduces you to the key concepts that you need to know. It doesn't touch in detail, but it does offer, at least if someone was to ask you what you can expect in terms of products, because AWS has a suite of so many products on cloud. So it does give you an introduction into what you can expect in terms of services that they have. They have a very big catalog, by the way. So just to give you a bit of a bio, I did the exam in December and I passed first time. I self-studied for it, as I do with most of my qualifications. I think the only qualification I haven't self-studied for is my degree, where I actually went to uni. But other than that, ACCA, CISA, and now this AWS Cloud Practitioner, I self-studied. And there are other training that I do, but it's just that they don't have an exam that at the end, but I just tend to self-study most of the time. So a key question you might ask yourself is, why do a cloud computing certification? So this could be not just AWS, it could be Azure, Google Cloud. Why do a certification in the first place? So the key reasons why I did it, mainly, of course, to boost my CV. But then also the future of cloud computing looks bright. So if you do, if you're looking for something to boost your resume, you don't just do anything. You want to do something that has elements of growth. And in fact, I found some very interesting statistics that, might convince you to try out AWS Cloud, but not just AWS, but a cloud computing certification, or just anything that's going to increase your acumen, your business and tech acumen in cloud. So serverless computing, which is one of the cloud computing models, was ranked number 3 in the top emerging technologies of 2022. And then I also read somewhere in an article that the cloud computing market is expected to triple in size. So being cloud conversant clearly is something that, is likely to boost your career. It definitely would not undermine your career at all. So if that's not enough convincing, let me tell you more. So, because cloud is a growing area and a lot of businesses are having to scale quickly to react, adapt faster, release products much quicker, the need to talk about cloud will come up in your conversations. It's very likely to come up in your daily conversations if your role involves an element of tech, even to a very small degree. And most roles nowadays have an element of tech, even in finance. You'll find yourself having to be tech savvy to whatever degree. And the reason why I specifically chose AWS, because of course there are many cloud providers. So why did I go for AWS as my first, certification to get into the cloud world, computing world? So AWS currently, at least currently, as of today, it is the current top cloud provider in terms of the amount of market share that they have. And its biggest competitors are Microsoft Azure, so that's number two. Then number two and number three is Google Cloud Platform. Now, I do plan to also do the fundamentals for these other two key competitors for them, because of course, I do not just want to know one provider's way of providing cloud computing services. I do want to have an idea, a basic idea of all of them, at least the top three. And because I'm not trying to be a cloud subject matter expert, I'm just trying to be cloud savvy. I think just doing the fundamentals from those three key cloud providers should be enough for me to, be able to hold a cloud conversation without knowing what's going on. Yeah, I just wanted to give a very, very high level. I will cover more about the certification itself, like the key facts that you need to know about, how I prepared for the exam, at least just cover those basics of the certification itself in the upcoming videos, so look out for them and make sure to engage with me in the comment section. Let me know what it is that you'd like me to cover, what it is you're interested in, and if you're thinking of starting your AWS Cloud Practitioner, go for it. It's a very brief certification. It's not something you have to prepare for so long, but I will give those details on how long it took for me to study in my next video. All right, see you next time. Bye.